Big story we're following tonight. Maryland lawmakers this week were turned away from an ICE facility in downtown Baltimore. And among those blocked from carrying out an inspection, Representative Kwesi Mfume. And Mfume was at a town hall tonight in Highlandtown. That is a community, as you know, that has seen major immigration enforcement from ICE. Tara Lynch was there tonight, joining us live on your corner in Southeast Baltimore. And Tara, immigration top of mind for the neighbors there who have seen several arrests play out.
Rick, Congressman Kwesi Mfume's district includes, of course, Highlandtown and other parts of Southeast Baltimore, and that's where we've seen some of these ICE arrests even caught on video. Many neighbors coming out expressing their frustration and their concerns about these arrests, asking Congress to do more.
But even by ICE's own statistics, 80% of the people who have been apprehended here in the state of Maryland have no criminal record.
A Wednesday night town hall drew a few dozen to Southeast Baltimore, where Congressman Kwesi Mfume spoke to neighbors about the proposed health care cuts and ICE arrests that include scenes like this along Eastern Avenue. On social media, ICE said it arrested 5 people near the Home Depot who entered the country illegally after the agency received a tip in May.
Pulling up at a Walmart, jumping out of a van with masks on and guns in your hand, and grabbing somebody and being whisked away, that is not the America that we know.
This scene also unfolded in June, where neighbors attempted to chase ICE out of their neighborhood in Highlandtown. Several community members asked questions focused on what they can do if ICE comes to their neighborhood, and how the congressman plans to conduct oversight at the ICE facility here in Baltimore.
That's so important. So what do you see that you can do next to get in there?
We know lots of people who enter the country legally through the parole or asylum program. And now that those are being squeezed, how do we as citizens assist them?
These comments come just days after Maryland's Democratic congressional delegation was turned away from entering the ICE Baltimore facility. Congressman Mfume says he was beyond disappointed to be locked out.
I'm a senior member of the House Oversight Committee. That is my job and my role, along with members of both parties who serve in that committee. So it just goes to show you the height of arrogance and the disrespect for the Constitution and the separation of powers.
The Department of Homeland Security responded to the Maryland congressional delegation, at least some of them, trying to enter the facility here in Baltimore. The DHS taking to social media saying that these tours can be scheduled by Congress members and they're welcome to do so about a week in advance, but the tours have to be part of legitimate oversight reasons. Now, Kwesi Mfume also says that he plans to join a lawsuit recently filed by other Democrats in Congress who were also locked out of their local ICE facilities. For now, reporting live on your corner in Southeast Baltimore, Tara Lynch, WJZ.
A story that's not slowing down anytime soon. Tara, thank you.